Thank you for everybody being here today. This is the 39th anniversary of the plane crash, and bad weather, but we still have a nice crowd here. And thank you, everybody.
We're going to read the names of those comrades in arms that were lost on Agar-220 in 1981. Captain Thomas Bayless.
Staff Sergeant Timothy L. Harris.
Staff Sergeant Joseph T. Birdeyes.
Staff Sergeant George M. Henniger.
Staff Sergeant Michael W. Darling.
Technical Sergeant Gregory C. Hodge.
Staff Sergeant Douglas Dibley.
Second Lieutenant Clayton F. Jones.
Major Joseph C. Emilio.
Captain Walter T. Lusk.
Mrs. Peggy A. Emilio.
Senior Master Sergeant Larry D. Middleton.
Captain Donald V. Fonke.
Airman First Class Randall C. Moffett.
Mrs. Linda M. Fonke.
Chief Master Sergeant Eddie W. Presley.
Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin B. Frederick.
Staff Sergeant Glenn S. Resides, Jr.
First Lieutenant Charles E. Gratch.
Mr. Michael W. Riley. Technical Sergeant Larry G. Wetzel.
Thank you. You know, I'd like to just take a moment to thank the town of Walkersville. It's a very rainy day, and I'm just excited about all those who came out today, especially with all the other things that are going on in our nation right now. I can remember about 10 or 12 years ago, a group of us came to Walkersville and came to a town meeting, and we first proposed having a monument in Walkersville, and we were received with open arms. And most of you know the history. It took us a while to do it, but we came back about 3 years ago, and the doors opened. And a few weeks later, a few of us met right out here in this field, and we took some poles and we took some spikes, and we sat here and we laid out the platform here, and we talked about putting up the monument and the meditation bench. And within a year, with less than a year, we had a ceremony here and we dedicated it. And throughout that, there were a few memories that just linger in my mind. I remember the day that I met with Don, and Don said, the memorial needs a flagpole. And he says, don't worry about all logistics. City of Walkersville will make it happen. And the city of Walkersville did, and we appreciated that. And I can remember the day that we were at the fire company, and we were talking about having a reception there after the night before the dedication. And Chief Zimmerman was there, and after listening to him talk to us, we walked out of there, and one of the colonels that were there with us, he said, you know, it just struck me for the first time. We always knew how this crash affected us. He said, you know, it really affected the city of Walkersville too, and it did. You know, it's part of our unit's memory, and it always will be, and it's part of Walkersville memory, and we appreciate everything that you've done for us over the years, and how you made that happen, and how you're all out here in a day like today. Thank you.
Lord, we gather here this morning to honor and remember the 21 victims who were in the crash that happened just north of this point right here 39 years ago today. It started out as a beautiful day, a lot of excitement, a lot of laughs, a lot of smiles, and it ended that night in sorrow, shock, and tears. The people on that plane were mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, aunts and uncles. We all have lost someone in our lives, someone that we love very much, and it hurts. It doesn't matter whether it was 39 years ago, 50 years ago, 1 year ago, or 10 years ago. It still hurts. The pain begins to fade, but it's always there. The heartache never leaves, and the tears still come. But life is full of challenges, and we look to you, Lord, for strength and courage. And when we ask you for strength and courage, you in turn give us healing, comfort, and love. And we are very grateful for your unconditional love. In your name, amen.